Hello, mabuhay everyone. So this is the first module for our finals in our subject marketing or market hospitality and tourism marketing. So understanding consumer behavior. So in this topic, we're going to analyze how and why consumer make choices. So let's say for example, when you buy something, you as a consumer, okay, so when you buy something, paano ba nyo ba ginagawa yung decision making ninyo or ano ba yung mga factors that you are considering before kayo bumili ng ganong mga gamit or before nyo i-consider yung nabumili or mag-spend ng money. So, let's say for example, okay, so the consumer decision-making process, first is need recognitions. So, meaning, we must identify first kung ano ba yung kailangan natin. Tama? So, when we are deciding something to buy, we must assess first ourselves or to ourselves kung ano ba yung kailangan natin? Bakit natin napagdesisyonan na kailangan natin yung ganong bilhin? Or bakit natin napagdesisyonan na bilhin yung ganong bagay? Second one is the information searching and processing. Now, dito naman tayo yung chine-check na natin yung mga possible choices, 'di ba, in the market na pwede nating pagpilian. The third one is identification and evaluation of alternatives. Meaning, so meron na tayo mga choices and now dun na tayo sa may sa mga pagtitest. Ayan. So, try natin and then we are searching kung ano ba yung mga specification, ano ba yung mga pagkakaiba, the pros and cons of each products. And the fourth one is purchase decision. Now, we buy those certain products in the specific or that certain brand. Ayan, so nakabili na tayo ng nung bagay na yon. And then, fifth one is the post-purchase behavior. So, when we say post-purchase behavior, it is all about on how we use, kung ano yung extent of satisfaction natin nung bumili tayo. So, for example, nung bumili tayo ng mga cellphones natin, ano yung extent of satisfaction yung nangyari sa atin or yung na-experience natin. So, did we doubt or chinek ba natin ng maayos yung mga gadgets or meron tayong sana pala yung mga ganon. So, what is consumer behavior? So when we say consumer behavior, it is a study of individuals, groups, or organizations and all activities associated with purchase, use, and the disposal, and the changes of yung binili natin. So let's say for example, sapatos. Yan. So, when we buy a pair of shoes, ano yung factors or when we buy shoes, ano ba yung mga factors na kino-consider natin? Are we looking for a brand? Are we looking for a budget? Ayan. Tapos, kung paano naman natin, gaano siya katagal na ginagamit natin. And then, gaano kakadalas bumili nung ganong ng ganong bagay. So, that is consumer behavior on what are the extent of or the process of our decision making, the factors it is, and yung kung gaano yung cycle natin. So it analyzes how consumers make decisions regarding on wants, needs, and actions related to products or services. So it encompassing the emotions, the attitudes towards buying, and the preferences and external influences. So pag sinabi natin external influences or external factors of influences, meaning yung mga nasa paligid natin. Ayan. So, iniisip natin, ano kayong masasabi sa akin ng friend ko? Ano kayong masasabi ng crush ko sa akin? Ng mga classmates ko? And you are looking, or ang pinaka-aim natin dito is, dahil siguro, or rather, yung iniisip natin is the other people, ways of thinking about yung yung ugali natin, or yung attitudes natin in buying. So, in that, it is very much as entrepreneur, as researchers or marketer, yung mga ganyan, it is very much important to study, ayan, the consumer behavior of your target market. So it's very much important kung sino ba yung target market natin, and pag-aaralan natin kung ano ba yung behavior nila, ano ba yung attitudes nila towards buying something or using, ayan, our products and services. So we have here the factors influencing consumer behaviors. So it is a decision-making process, ayan, of choosing, purchasing, using, and disposing of products, kagaya na nabanggit nga natin kanino. So these are the different factors considering in buying behavior, ayan, or consumers buying behavior. So first one, the cultural. So when we say cultural, it is all about yung nakasanayan natin. Ano ba yung norms or traditions natin when we are buying, yung nakasanayan natin, yung nakagawian natin. And the second one, it is all about the lifestyle or the personal attributes. So meaning, it is all about yourself. Gaano nga ba? So for example, nung medyo bata-bata tayo, in terms of decision making, yung parents natin, yung nagde-decide. Now, it comes with nung nag-college na tayo, nung hinahayaan ng mga parents natin to decide kung ano yung bibilhin natin or binibigyan na lang tayo ng budget. So ibig sabihin, nag-iiba yung decision making natin. Because nung yung mga parents natin, yung bumibili sa atin, 'di ba? Is either naipipilit natin yung gusto natin. Ayan, dun sa mga parents natin because sila naman yung may hawak ng budget, right? While yung ngayon, dahil binigyan ka na lang ng budget to do the task of bagging, ano ngayon ang nangyayari? So, natututo tayong mag-budget or the other way around. Ayan. Or sabihin na lang natin, mas nabibili na natin yung gusto natin dahil tayo na yung nagdidesisyon. While nung mga bata-bata kayo ay hindi nyo kayang bilhin yung mga gusto ninyo dahil kung ano lang yung gusto na kaya ng parents ninyo or kung ano lang yung binili ng parents ninyo, at kung ano lang yung sinabi nila is yun lang yung bibilhin natin. Also, social. Ayan, the social factors, it also includes your friends, the other people, ways of thinking about you, yung kung ano yung iniisip nila tungkol sa'yo, baka feeling mo ba, or tawag dito, yung nakasanayan ka ba nila ng laging bago yung sapatos mo, yung mga ganyan. From time to time, kapag nabitak na yung cellphone mo, is kailangan na meron ng bago, yung mga ganon. And the psychological. So when we say psychological, it is all about your motivation or your personal perceptions in buying. Ayan. Or yung lesson, okay, in buying. Yan. So, meaning, okay, so, when we say about psychological, it is all about the perception. Bakit mo ba kailangan or tawag dito, ito yung mga factors na iniisip natin na deserve ko to. Yung mga ganyan. Ay, kailangan kong bumili ng ganito kasi deserve ko to. Yung mga ganyan. So, let's say for example, this one, in shopping or etong example natin dito. Yan, in shopping for a new car. Ayan, pupunta din tayo dito sa ano na to. Dito sa factors na to. So Eric is an emotional car buyer. So he purchases based on aesthetics and status. So the scenario is Eric recently moved in an area and he is shopping for a car that is fun to drive and dependable enough to use in everyday commuting. So yun yung reason niya. Then the expectation was the ability to compare cars and their breakdowns, yung mga ganun na. So, also aesthetic, and yung overview nung car is maganda. So, yun yung expectation niya. Or yung, tawag dito, yung ine-expect niya. Doon kapag kung bibili siya ng sasakyan. Now, he considered, meron siya dito. Yan. So, he considered itong timeline na to. Okay. So, during the week 1, consideration niya is tawag dito, nag-e-explore na siya, tumitingin na siya ng mga ng mga sasakyan. So, may napanood siya na advertisement ng sasakyan. Okay. So, and then after that, so in 2 months time, naghahanap na siya, nagre-research na siya about those cars. Ayan. So, chine-check na niya kung ano yung mas maganda, sino yung tawag dito, ano yung mas okay, asan yung mas aesthetic and all. And then, another month is the comparison. Yan. So, kino-compare na niya kung ano yung mas maganda yung review and all. Ayan, consults also yung mga, nag-check na siya ng mga ng mga cars dun sa mga dealers. Yan. And then, testing. Yan. So, pag test drive na siya, iti-test na niya kung saan yung mas maganda. So, kailangan na niyang kumausap ng mga salesperson and all. And then, negotiate. So, pupunta na siya doon sa my dealer and then, yun na, magde-decide na siya kung ano talaga yung bibilhin niyang sasakyan, about doon sa, tawag dito, doon sa budget niya, iti-check na niya kung kasya ba yung budget niya, or is he going to pay it in cash or in monthly basis, yung mga ganyan. So, yun. And then, tawag dito, makes a competing offer to buy his new cars. And then, yun. So, that is his one example of consideration. So, diba, dahil sasakyan yon at nag-expect siya ng malaki. Hindi lang sa pangpamilya, yung parang ganon. Hindi lang sa pangpamilya kasi pag once na tawag dito, pag pangpamilya, iniisip natin, yung kasya yung family ko, yung medyo malaki, okay na, basta tumatakbo, go na, basta kasya yung family ko. So dito, siguro si Eric ay, tawag dito, young adult. Ayan, so he is exploring about his life. So ibig sabihin dun sa psychological, ibig sabihin, yung perception niya dun sa niya is, basta aesthetic and maganda. 'Di ba? Matipid yung sasakyan, okay na ako. So, 'di ba? So, merong differences. Now, we have the consumer decision making process. Yung nabanggit ko kanina, ayan. So, the need recognition, information search, evaluation and purchase decision. Also, so when we say psychological influence in consumers, so it is all about your motivation. Yung personal motivations mo. Bakit ka bibili ng sasakyan? Right? So what was your reason? Bakit kaya bibili ng sasakyan? So we have here the Maslow's hierarchy of categorizing needs from basic psychological survival to fulfillment or influencing product appeal. So meaning, so let's say for example, when we say Maslow's hierarchy of needs, from your needs down doon sa wants natin. So when we say needs, yung physiological needs natin, so ibig sabihin, it is all just about our basic needs. Ayan. And then, it came with the safety needs, meaning it is all about the security, the protection, ayan, the stability of ourselves. And then, we have also the social needs. So, when we say social needs, it's all about giving affection, receiving love from others, yung mga ganyan. So, it's all about other people's, your relationship with other people's. And then, your esteem needs. So meaning, it is all about your achievement, your reputation in the society, or your reputation in yourself, and the self-actualization needs. So when we say self-actualization, it is all about growth, it is all about exploration, it is all about self-fulfillment. Ayan. So basically, in what particular aspect ng buhay ninyo, or anong level ba siya? Nasa needs ba siya or papunta na siya sa wants? Ayan. So, ma-explore naman natin yun. So, kailangan alalahanin or when we are buying something, we must assess first ourselves. Kailangan ba natin to? Or pwede lang kasi kailangan tawag dito, pwede lang natin bumili kasi hindi ko na alam kung saan ko saan ko ibabayad itong pera ko, something like that. So kailangan nating i-assess yung sarili natin. Okay, the second one is the perception of learning. So to buy that product, or why do we need to buy that specific brand, yung mga ganon. So the consumer should know basically or research about the information. So let's say for example, using cell phones, yung iba sa inyo, maybe there are reasons bakit kayo magpapalit ng cellphone is, yung kaibigan ko kasi naka-iPhone na, yung kaibigan ko kasi maganda yung camera and all or whatsoever. So, ibig sabihin, without any learning, toward the perception or without any researches about that certain product, nakita mo lang, maganda yung aesthetic, maganda yung nasa paligid mo, kaya ka din bibili. That, tawag dito, in perception and learning, you have your own perception or your knowledge about that certain product. Yung own experience natin, yung mga ganyan. Or, you have the brand loyalty to that specific brand. Ayan. Third one is attitudes and belief. So, it is all about establishing attitudes and beliefs about the product and brand significantly guide consumer choice and brand preferences. So it is all about understanding these psychological influences or factors enables businesses to create more resonant and effective marketing strategies. So mas mabilis kasi siya. Although in marketing research, in marketing researches, it is very much important to understand, hindi kasi siya psychological na nakikita lang na eto may bago siyang ganito o blah blah blah. Now you should ask that person, interview that person kung ano yung tawag dito specific needs niya. Or rather, you can mabibase mo siya doon sa attitudes niya, buying attitudes or buying habits niya. Okay, then next we have the social and cultural influences. So consumer behavior is deeply shaped by the social and cultural forces. Minsan, bumibili tayo hindi dahil sa kailangan natin, pero dahil napipressure tayo sa society. Aminin man natin yon o hindi. 'Di ba? So it's all about the other people because maybe your friends buy that certain product. Kaya kailangan ko din bumili para pare-pareho kami. Yung mga ganyan. Also, or because of the culture. Ayan, nakasanayan natin or the values and behaviors natin. Nakasanayan natin na every December kailangan may bago tayong gamit. Something like that. 'Di ba? Nakasanayan natin yon. Okay? And also, opinion leaders and word of mouth. Yung lagi natin nakikita or because of the credibility of that certain brand, of that certain product. 'Di ba? Kaya tayo, sige, testing ko nga. Yung mga ganyan. Lalo na ngayon, because of the social media, mabilis na lang yung paglapit sa atin. Tama? Ng mga mabilis na lang yung paglapit sa atin or mabilis na lang yung pag-influence sa atin. Yung nanonood ka lang naman ng video sa YouTube tas biglang nagkaroon ng ad, hindi ka dapat bibili ng ng pimple patch pero napabili ka kasi may different colors or shapes, yung mga ganon. So that is an example of social and cultural influences. Now, another one is behavioral economics and nudging. So meaning, it is all about exploring how psychology shapes economic decisions and influences behavior. Now, it talks about the psychological or tawag dito about your budget. Okay? So, the study talks about or the factors influencing individual decision making, exploring division in traditional economic rationality, and insight from psychology and economics to understand the bound of human rationality. So, it talks about the judgment of other people towards the decision making. Ayan, or other way, yung mga taong dahil bago or dahil tawag dito, it also includes yung nakasanayan nating pag may pera, kailangang ubusin. Yung mga ganon. Yung kararating pa lang kararating lang nung budget natin for the month. For example, kailangan na nating ibili to. Yung mga ganon. So, or rather, nagkakaroon na tayo ng kapag kokonti yung pera natin, or sabihin na lang medyo short or mahigpit, yung budget natin, ang nangyayari dyan is nagtitipid tayo. Or somehow, in terms of decision buying, is medyo tumatagal yung process natin in terms of buying decision making. Pero kapag once na meron tayong budget, medyo maluwag yung budget natin, mas madami yung natin, ayan, binibigyan natin yung chance ng sarili natin para para magkaroon ng tawag dito, para mabilis yung decision making process natin. Or yung tinatawag nating quick decision making, yung tipong, kailangan ko yan, eto na, sige, kunin ko na. Without even thinking kung kailangan ko na ba to, eto ba talaga yung color na gusto ko, yung mga ganyan. So, those are the behavioral economics and nudging. Now, in terms of entrepreneur or in terms of budgeting, okay, so it is very much important to, of course, in terms of budget, kailangan din nating alalahanin yung our budgeting in our business. Iisipin din natin yung kung paano tayo makikisabay. Ayan, sa industry natin. Okay. So in our industry, so machinery is very much important, like digitalization or e-commerce. So kagaya ng presentations doon sa presentations ninyo, 'di ba? You include in your marketing tools or marketing strategies is all about the e-commerce posting, ayan, advertising through online, yung mga ganun. Ngayon, paano natin, ano ba yung mga kailangan nating gawin? Or ano ba yung mga kailangan nating kailangan natin? So, we must adopt this etong apat na to. So first one is digitalization or e-commerce. Second one is the sustainability and ethical. So when we say sustainability, it is all about the green practices while using this. So kailangan maiwasan natin yung carbon prints, yung mga ganon. So, maiwasan natin. So, what will we do? We must save energy. We must reduce from yung mga high resolutions ng mga gadgets, yung mga ganon. Or, we must use or reuse our energy. Okay, so second one is personalization experiential. So expect tailored experiences rapidly in shifting in digital channels. So minsan dahil nasa nasa AI robot. Ayan, yung AI bot natin. So dahil nandun na tayo sa era na to, so kung paano natin na-describe na fast-paced yung hospitality industry, 2 times yung yung technology natin. So we must adapt those or we must advance or do advanced systems in terms of using this one. So kailangan when we have yung mga modernized tools, so kailangan personalize yung mga services na ino-offer nila. Let's say for example, in our websites. So kailangan upon clicking our website, so kailangan makita na doon yung mga offerings natin, yung mga logo natin, and all about the informations na meron sa atin. And the last one is privacy concerns and data usage. So meaning, ayan, so it is important to raise privacy concerns. So kung possible na hindi tayo magpakita ng kung ano-anong mga video o personal video of our customers, wag nating i-post kahit na kailangan natin doon sa sa marketing campaign. Huwag nating i-post kung hindi sila pumapayag. Okay? So those are the modern consumer trends in our industry. Now, how do we measure and analyze consumer behavior? So first one is to do market research. So identify kung ano nga ba yung buying behavior, the different factors affecting their buying behavior. Ano nga ba yung mas malakas? Their psychological, their social, or their physiological factors. Another one is data analytics and insights. So ibig sabihin yung mga post-buying behaviors nila, or yung mga feedback forms nila, ayan. And also, the predictive modeling, meaning it is all about forecasting future trends and anticipating customer needs, ayan, and optimize campaigns, budgets, and engagement decisions. So that is why research and marketing plan is laging magkasama. Magkakasunod yan. Before tayo magplan, we must do research. Ayan. Kailangan muna nating identify, kailangan muna nating kailangan muna nating pag-aralan yung mga, or we must be knowledgeable enough in terms of knowing or familiarize our target market. Okay. So, I think that's the end of our discussion. So, basically, those here are the key takeaways of this topic. Evolving consumer behaviors are constant, di ba? Kung ano yung gusto natin ngayon, baka bukas hindi na natin gusto. Yung favorite mo ngayon, kinabukasan hindi na natin gusto. So, as a future entrepreneur, as a future manager, as a future owner of the business, it is very much important for you to understand your target market and in order for you to create a better product. So, data-driven insights, ayan, agility is a strategy, personalization, and ethical practices can build essential brand trust. So, that's all for this topic. Thank you very much for watching.